You look a lot better.
I feel a lot better. As the hours go by, I get more and more of my strength back.
Oh, it's almost 3 o'clock. They should be back soon.
You don't have to stay with me. I'm sure you have better things to do.
I take ghost sitting very seriously. I really don't have anything better to do. I mean, I want to make sure you're okay, but even if you were, I'd be sitting here anyway.
No ex-girlfriend to text?
I made it clear to her that we're done. She has her life, and I have mine. What's so funny?
You just remind me of someone, that's all.
Is that good or bad?
It's good. Once she made her mind up about something, there was no convincing her otherwise. It's a good trait to have. Sometimes. It is in Spanish.
How's she feeling?
Better. Who's this?
This is Stella. The library had a very long list of translators, and we called every single one until we found someone who recognized the language.
What language is it?
Early Romanian? Are you sure this is for a book report?
Yeah, it's for a book report on early Romanian spells for my paranormal studies class. It's an elective.
Can you tell us anything about the book?
Well, I can tell you that it belongs to a hunter.
Well, how do you know that?
Oh, here on the back of the cover it says Earl Jones, Hunter, 1963.
Your grandfather was a hunter?
Not that I knew of. I mean, he did go hunting a lot, but it wasn't for ghosts.
You really had no idea a hunter was in your family?
It's not the kind of thing that you tell to your grandkids.
Didn't he ever try to recruit you, like pass on the family business?
No. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Britney Spears. But this is a good thing. If we have the hunter's book, then we know their strategy.
I'm getting the impression that this isn't for a book report.
Can you just translate the text, please?
It may take a few days.
We don't have a few days.
If I work through the night, I could probably have it by late morning.
Yes. Please.
But I'm not translating until you tell me what's really going on.
Deal.
Good. Brew some coffee and get settled in. It's going to be a long night. Why isn't anybody making coffee?
It's just that I don't have coffee here. It's so much easier to get at the coffee house.
Oh, but all those cups, it's so wasteful to the environment.
Okay, I know, but have you tried their salted caramel latte?
Oh, yes, those are so good. And when they put the whipped cream on top, to die for.
I could never make something like that
No,
here
I
at
guess-
home.
Seriously?
No. I'll go get the coffee while Justine fills you in.
Think she'll come back with a salted caramel latte?
So episode 6, the episode where Stella is introduced into both the series and this group of women, I think she's a little caught off guard by the fact, I mean, yeah, she's a translator and she's an early Romanian translator, no less. So I'm sure she's seen interesting things before. But I mean, this is a book that has a pentagram on the cover. So already you're kind of like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And it's obvious when she walks in that the other women are very anxious about something. So she's walking into this very high stress situation, not quite expecting it because she was told this was for a book report. And so, but I think as soon as she walks in, it becomes clear that no, this is not a book report. The stakes are much higher here. And I think her curiosity gets the best of her. And that's why she won't do it until she knows what's happening. Because, I mean, Stella's a smart woman. She's not just going to do it for the sake of doing it. She wants to know what she's involved in. And So I think the fact that they're willing to tell her, and they put some pressure on her, you know, like, hey, we have to have this like tomorrow. And so I think that makes her realize that, first of all, it's an important project. And then second, there's something she needs to know about what's happening. So, but I mean, they're willing to tell her. And so she is willing to help with a salted caramel latte.
With Hardy, finding out that when Stella comes in, finding out her grandpa's involved, and also finding out, the history of Rue's relationship, which probably we had a couple details and clues to, but not too many. I think it's very kind of eye-opening and sort of helps, flesh out kind of the motivations of all the characters involved. Hardy up until now kind of just thought maybe her grandparents really liked scary stories and scary movies, but in fact it's kind of comes from a longer line than just, watching Friday the 13th when you're too young.
I think this is when everything becomes really real for Justine. She's not super comfortable with Stella around because this is some other outsider that she doesn't know, that all of a sudden, here's my family's history and here's the danger we're in and here's what we're trying to do, and it's this big ask and I don't know you. And I think she kind of takes on the role that Hardy had earlier on, where this is my nuclear family and I need to protect it and I don't know who you are or what your motivations are. The same thing with Hardy's grandfather. There's this nebulous, there are bad people out there who want to do bad things, and all of a sudden it's people I know, it's people I've met. It
hits very close to home.
Yeah,
I think during these episodes, especially when you find out, more about Rue's history, because she is family, and you kind of learn more about why she is this way, how she became this way.
Right.
And it's a little heartbreaking actually when you kind of hear about it, and it's with the events that occur, you kind of realize that no matter what the year is, bad things happen, no matter what time frame they're in every single day.